And welcome, Life After the Cover Save, episode 343. That's the studio that makes Halo, dude.
I saw 3 ships come sailing on Christmas Day, But it's not Christmas Day.
No. It's Christmas.
It's not Christmas.
It's Christmas
Day.
time. It's that time in between Christmas and New Year's.
It's Christmas to me.
Yeah.
You can be, you just want to skip over holidays. That's Travis's deal. He just wants to skip over holidays to get to Halloween, you know?
Yeah, I think
that's the best holiday.
He celebrates the 13 days of Halloween where he wears a costume each day for those 13 days.
Yeah. He just let's get done with this crap. So we can have pumpkins. Tom Hanks, the pumpkin guy.
Oh, yeah. I still haven't seen that one yet.
Any questions? Really?
Wow. I know. I see you post a picture all the time, and I think it looks weird. But, yeah, I don't know. I guess I have to watch it this year. Next year.
Yeah.
Well, there's the actual sketch.
Yeah.
And then there's the holiday cartoon that they made.
Oh, I haven't seen either one.
They made a 30-minute holiday cartoon that's like the greatest Halloween show ever.
That's impossible. That is impossible.
Here's the thing we're going to do next year. In October, me, Blake, and Travis are going to watch the sketch and then the holiday special. Okay?
Yeah, I'm there.
And I know Travis is there, but I think we gotta get some reactions on that.
We got to do it.
Paul S. Pumpkins.
It's important.
Pumpkin S. Hanks.
Okay.
It's David S. Pumpkins.
Where's the jack-o'-lantern?
Yeah, where's the jack-o'-lantern?
Yeah, it's Christmas
my strawberry car?
Don't they know it's Christmas? Don't they know it's Christmas? What's it? What? How? Oh, you know what? You're a dad dog, dude. Let's talk about your dog. That's a Christmas present, kind of.
All right.
Okay, yeah. Let's get on Christmas.
Christmas.
What do we get for Christmas? I got a new car.
Wow, nice. What is it, like a 2024?
It's a 2012 Scion XB.
Whoa. What color is it?
White.
Oh, nice, dude.
I just took it for a wash. It's brand new. Spanking
gotcha.
New.
Yeah. 2 years, 3 years? Actually, I remember the last time you washed the car because you did it at work.
And I washed
you only did
2 doors.
Wash half.
I ain't got time for this shit. Excuse me. I ain't got time for this stuff.
There was a guy. Okay, so we were working summer about 2020, maybe 2021. And there was a guy, a security guard, who was washing the school vans because that's what he did over the summer.
Let's just be fair. Me and him played football together in college.
Oh yeah, you knew who he was.
So we knew each other.
Yeah, and so Blake, he's washing the school vans, and Blake's like, you know what? I'm gonna wash my car because he had all the setup for washing the car out.
It was all
by
there.
The garage. It was all there.
Ready to go.
And Blake was like, you know what? I'm gonna pull my car around. I'm gonna wash the car. And so he pulls around and he washes like a door. And then he's like, well, that's it. I'm done. And he was it.
No, I was like, I start doing it and I'm like, oh, this sucks. Why am I doing this?
But there was nothing to do.
To preserve your investment?
What did, no, my investment. The thing's been shot. Okay? I have rusted out holes inside the vehicle.
Yeah, you got shot.
I'm preserving that investment.
Blake
Yeah,
lived
I
in a
just
rough
like
part
this
of
is
town.
done. This is done. Yeah, I'm like, I'm over it.
And then he walked away. And his friend was like, "What are you doing, dude? You can't just wash half the car."
I showed him.
Blake was like, "Watch me," basically.
There's a
And the
lot of
thing is,
layers here, man.
He's like, you should have washed your door.
Yeah,
Because I washed the passenger side
That's
doors.
true.
He's like, wash your door. I mean, that's your door. You should unlock. You should watch that one.
You watched the passenger side door, and that was it. And that's right. That's when we got that's your
door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, good times.
So yeah, real Christmas. I had a good time.
I'm not done with this yet. Blake.
Okay, keep it up. What's up? We got an hour to fill.
Listen, it's just washing a car is the easiest thing in the world. You spray it. You spray it with a hose. And you kind of rub it a little bit.
Yeah.
Was it really dirty? Did you have to scrape it?
No, not really.
He could have done the
I should have
job.
just rinsed it off. I should have just rinsed it off and called it a day.
Yeah,
but I got roped into this whole washing thing.
No, you didn't. No, that's the thing. That was your idea.
My mental rope. We rope ourselves. You know,
we rope ourselves every day.
I mean, Travis got a dog.
I roped myself into a 15-year-long commitment of torture, anguish, and hatred.
And we're not talking about his review of Hook.
No.
That's owning a dog. That's pet ownership, dude.
Well, would you consider Dodger dog, is kind of a Christmas thing?
Yes, but I wouldn't consider it a gift given to myself, but unto my children.
Okay.
Gift given, dude, is a gift received.
I mean, he was born October 1st. We received him December 1st. So I mean, he was born under the moon of the great David S. Pumpkin.
Uh-huh.
And we should have named him David S. Pumpkin. Well,
it's not too late.
It's not. I think he pretty much knows his name. Listen, I'm not an animal guy. I've never been an animal guy. I'm doing this for my family because they wanted a dog. They've wanted it for a very long time, and I've fought it my whole life, and
tooth and nail.
I couldn't fight anymore, and here we are.
First, she had a cat, but
you see, you keep saying that, but it's just a neighborhood cat who spends all day in our backyard.
But it went inside your house,
and it goes in our house if we leave the door open.
If
you don't close the door fast enough, it comes into the house.
That's your cat.
Your cat. That's your cat.
Sorry, dude. And I told you that was going to happen.
And it led to a dog.
Because they got a taste of ownership without the responsibility of ownership.
And that's exactly what they have right now.
Yeah, I know. They do.
Because all the responsibility is on my shoulders. I'm the one getting up every 2 hours to take it outside to pee.
Yeah.
I'm the one taking it to the vet.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, your kids can't drive.
It's true.
Well, Aiden could walk it to the vet.
It's true. It's actually not that far. The vet's not that far. It's actually
drop
closer than his school. Yeah.
You can just drop him off and be like, "Take him in, Aiden. Take care of your dog."
But this is what would happen. He'd be all like, "I don't know where he went. He's gone." So were you holding his leash? I don't remember.
Maybe if you take away everything but the dog.
Yeah.
Would he still lose it? If he didn't have like any distractions.
Yeah, no. Maybe. He could probably do that.
Well, I was able to take the Amtrak. Me and my mama. We took the train, America's train.
Yeah.
Saw some family. That was good.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good Christmas thing.
Yeah, and didn't one of your friends make you like a really like great and personalized send off that morning?
Yeah.
No,
What?
I don't
Hold
remember
on a
this.
second. You didn't see the picture that Travis made?
Mm-mm.
Or the
Where
song?
where, do I need to? Where do I go to the Xbox chat?
Let me see
I
if I
mean,
can
yeah.
share this. Let me see if I can play this for you right now.
Well, that's what I'm going to do, right? Oh, well,
Well, let me
okay.
see.
Well,
if
it
I
might be better if Ed.
Actually, Travis, are you able to
Yeah.
play it through Messenger?
Oh,
Share it.
possibly. Yeah,
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 you're able to play your video that you made with in front of the mirror with
yeah,
all
yeah,
your
yeah,
Lord of
yeah,
the
yeah.
Rings stuff.
Let me bring it up.
Okay, Blake, you're gonna have to hear it with us. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
Well, I saw the.
we got a lot of time to kill, dude. Don't
Yeah.
don't worry
Listen.
about it, dude.
Travis was hurt, by the way, because he took the time to.
I spent a long time on this.
Yeah, he made a movie poster.
Okay,
Well,
you're gonna
you know what?
give me power.
I guess it all
right?
makes sense though that the reason why I didn't respond to it is because I hadn't seen this. You want power of attorney over this chat?
Yeah, I'm gonna take. I'm gonna select tab to share.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna
Do
share.
it, dude.
What?
Okay.
What?
So snakes on a train turned into Blake's
Blake's
on
on
a
a train.
train.
Okay, no, I didn't see this.
Yeah,
Wow.
well, I was trying to start your train ride off right,
Yeah.
and I was just completely ignored.
All right.
And then let me see what
Then
happened.
right
No,
after.
I haven't seen this either.
Hopefully it plays.
Okay, what was the
Yeah,
last?
Let's see.
Okay,
Are you guys hearing that?
no.
Okay, let me see. Do I have to select something to share the audio?
I have no
I
idea.
don't know.
Let me see, dude. Well, maybe I could just read the lyrics.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know how to patch it in.
it's true. It's my fault. I forgot to get it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is all new to me.
Yeah.
So
this
Blake's on a train. There's a visual gag on the screen for those people.
Well, maybe I need to change the tab. Oh, I bet you. Wait. I might. Okay, I'm
Ooh.
gonna stop sharing, and then now
Okay.
I'm gonna
Oh, yeah.
share.
Because your other video had sound.
Did you see the message I sent to the group chat?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Okay.
Also
good.
share audio tab. Okay. All right. I think this is gonna work. Let me restart.
What? No. I can't. No.
Is it working?
Yeah. Unfortunately for you guys listening at home, the music did not get patched in, and there's no way to download the audio file. So if you want to hear, you're better off going to the patron page. It's free this month, or last month, technically. And you can hear the song and maybe watch the video because there's some good stuff in there. There'll be other stuff later with audio. It's just going to sound like silence. And maybe I'll come in there and maybe I won't. But just know that it's on the Patreon page for free for everybody. Thanks to all the patrons.
Yeah. All right.
The problem is you could have listened to this the entire ride.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yep. Yeah. Comes to tell you, I saw it. It's almost. Oh, that's not the chorus. Cooler air.
It is cooler in San Diego.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Yeah, you
the
know,
solo, dude.
yeah.
You, dude, Blake.
Whew.
No, I didn't know any of that.
All this for you, and you just pretended like it didn't happen.
I mean, there wasn't a pretend to have. I didn't know it happened.
You're acting very good right now.
Yeah.
You have a very
Well,
good
I'm a good actor.
improver right now.
And the thing is, the only problem was I was already on the train with my mom.
Listen,
Say I.
the spirit of the message was there. You know.
Yeah, you did have your teddy.
I did have my teddy though. That is true.
Jeez.
Yeah. So that was a nice trip. Yeah. Going.
Could have been nicer. Could have been nicer.
Yeah. Should have been nicer.
Saw some family there, and then the Christmas Eve, I saw my other family at Ed's house.
Oh yeah,
Had some prime rib.
that's true.
Got some soap. I got some soap. I got a bottle of Kahlua, homemade Kahlua. I'll be sure to give you guys that. I won't be using it.
Nice.
Yeah. What else did I get? Oh, I bought almost every. I got all the speed paints, the Army Painter speed paints. The first formula.
Formula 1.
Formula 50% off. So
I really we'll get to it. I've just jumped head first into Speed Paint's Formula Do. Formula La Do.
Yeah.
And good stuff, man.
We'll definitely we'll talk about that. But no, it was a good holiday. It ain't over yet, man.
Christmas
I saw a movie, and we'll talk about that later.
A booby?
A movie.
Oh, excuse me.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
In Life After Life After.
I saw Sonic 3, dude.
Hey, I heard Keanu Reeves is in Sonic 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Shadow or whatever.
He's Shadow.
Yeah, Shadow.
Who's Shadow? Which one's he?
He's
the black Sonic with red tips.
Yeah.
No,
the red Sonic is Knuckles.
I remember Sonic and Knuckles. That's it.
That was part 2.
That's Sonic 2, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first one's just Sonic, maybe Tails? I don't know.
Tails. Was Tails like if you played part 2?
Yeah, Sonic.
If you played 2-player.
Yeah, Tails could
it's like Mario and
around
Luigi.
with you. It's not
it was a little different because like Sonic was still he was controlling where the screen was, but if you had plugged in a second controller, you could control Tails, and Tails was there, but he wasn't the main character. Like you could still attack enemies and fly around, but if Sonic zoomed ahead of you, you would disappear and fly in a little bit later. It was as far as a single screen 2-player experience, fantastic.
Yeah. Especially when you'd go into first person mode, when you go into those warp zones, and then you'd be racing and trying to collect coins together. Yeah. That Sonic 2 is ahead of its time.
Sonic and Tails, Mario and Luigi. There's just those combos, that no one wants to play Luigi. No
Toe Jam and Earl.
Toe Jam and Earl. Earthworm
the Lost
and Jim.
Vikings.
Yeah.
Batman and Robin.
Toe Jam and Earl. But the Lost Vikings, you had to play all. Lost Vikings. I think I might enjoy that game a lot now because it's basically a puzzle game.
Of course.
And I didn't play
puzzles.
I didn't play a lot of it when it was out, but now I could really probably get behind it.
You should get
Olaf.
it. Yeah, Olaf.
What about you guys? Tell us about your Crimbus.
Merry Crimbus. Well, before Christmas, went to Disneyland.
Oh, that's true.
It was pretty epic trip. It was pretty emotionally taxing trip. Went with dear friend of the show, Doug's kids, and it was a little emotional. It was good times. It was sad times, but I'm glad we did it.
It was all Disney times.
It was all Disney times.
So was going to Disneyland a little bit of a Christmas gift as well to your kids?
It was the main gift, yeah.
Okay.
Because let me tell you, it's very expensive.
It's so expensive, dude.
It costs $178 to go on Rise of the Resistance.
What?
Yeah, listen.
You're in the park and you're like, oh, I want to go on Rise of the Resistance. Okay, it's a 90-minute wait. Well, these children won't do that. I guess I'll get a fast pass. Okay, it's $178
for all 5 people.
For 7 people to get.
I don't like any of this.
Oh no.
I don't like this dog.
Walt Disney would be vomiting.
No,
if he knew how many Jews were going to Disneyland.
Yeah, this is true. Yes, this is true. How many long hairs? Yeah.
These hippies.
Yeah.
The thing is, you used to be able to queue up for Rise of Resistance for free.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah. Hey, there was a cutoff. There was a cutoff at this time, and then they opened up the second half, and it was cut off.
It was still hard to do. You had to I got to log into the app, try to get my place in the fast pass line. But you a little bit of elbow grease, and you could get yourself a slot in the fast track, or you could just go get in line whenever you wanted.
You can still get in line whenever you want, right?
Well, actually, I don't think you could even get in line back then.
That's
right.
It
was all a virtual
appointment
queue.
only.
Yeah,
it was appointment only to ride that ride.
So is it not appointment only anymore?
No. So there is. You could get in line whenever you want, but the line's going to be 90 to 145 minutes. So it's like basically if you want to stand in line for Rise of the Resistance, that's your whole day.
Is there seats to wait?
No,
you have to stand the whole time.
There are no seats in the queues usually.
Yeah, you always have to stand when you're in line.
You can
lean on some stranger.
When was the last time I was in the line like that? Definitely Magic Mountain, but I can't imagine a 90-minute wait.
And also, it's like a $40 addition just to have access to fast track. Jeez. And you can only have one fast track every 2 hours. Let me tell you, I hated every moment of doing the fast track. But the nature of the group of children that I had, we had to fast track everything because they were not experienced Disneyland people, and they were not able to wait in a line that was more than 20 minutes. 20 minutes was like pulling teeth. So we did it. We went to almost every attraction. We never made it to Guardians of the Galaxy, and we didn't make it to Indiana Jones. Wow. But outside of that, and the Incredicoaster was broken down for 48 hours, which really sucked. But outside of that, we did everything. And it was a really good trip. We had a lot of good food. We ate at some of the good restaurants there in Disneyland, and it was fantastic. We stayed at a hotel. Gosh, what was it called? It's a new hotel. It's only about a 15-minute walk from the park, but it was really nice and far less expensive than staying at a Disneyland hotel. Oh, yeah. And it was still really close. It was nice.
Yeah,
it was good times.
So that was pre-Thanksgiving. That was pre-Christmas.
Yeah. That was like it was like the Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday before Christmas.
What a bunch of memories.
But it was very Christmassy. The whole thing was Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas.
I don't like to skip holidays, Blake.
Okay.
Maybe Easter.
And then I heard that you two spent Christmas Eve together.
Oh yeah, prime rib.
You have another question?
To say
okay.
A couple things about Disneyland.
All right. I hear you.
Number one, I have been to Disneyland with Blake.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to Disneyland with Travis, and I've been to Disneyland with Josh. All three of you guys. No,
but never together.
But never together. Maybe one day in the
Oh.
future.
Wouldn't that be fun? The four of us just at
Just-
Disneyland.
Just
Cruise
fast
to
passing.
Disneyland, just fast pass and everything.
We pay the
Fat
fast
pass.
pass, then we have to get the fat pass.
Yeah.
We'd have to get the $400 fast pass.
Yeah. But it would just have to be us. You couldn't take anybody else.
Yeah. Who could
You
afford
ride
it?
everything. Wouldn't that be fun, Blake?
Is Disneyland made for the portly now?
Yeah.
Oh, it always has been.
Yeah.
Like Disneyland, if you're fat, Disneyland is for you, dude. There's not a ride in Disneyland that you can't squeeze your morbidly obese corpse into.
I love it. I can't wait.
In Star Tours, they'll hand you a seatbelt extender.
Dude, they had to completely redesign the boats on Small World because they started sinking because the weight of the Americans inside the boats was so obscene. They had to reinforce and reimagine the boats from the ground up.
I love the reimagining.
Yeah.
The Imagineers.
Imagineering. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say that I've been to Disneyland. It's just a shame of what it's become.
It's a shame what it's become. Yeah.
Because they have those passes, it also trains kids that they don't need to wait in line. Which
That's true.
It's ruining generation.
I was able to wait in a line when I was a kid. They didn't
Yeah.
have fast
It also trains kids that they don't have to wait in line if their family's rich.
Yeah.
But if they're poor, you have to wait in line.
Yeah. Look at
Waiting
those.
in lines for the poor people now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
You
god.
get it.
Okay.
And this episode is brought to you by Disney Plus. Sign up today. Disney Plus. Wow, there's so much junk.
So
Warhammer Plus.
I made a prime rib
Oh,
in the oven. I had my in-laws over, and they're a couple of members of their family, my brother-in-law, and some cousins. Blake came over. He ate prime rib, and while it was cooking, well, mostly while it was cooking, me and Blake sat down and we watched It's a Wonderful Life together.
beautiful.
Which we'll talk about later in depth.
We all get the Christmas gift, the greatest gift.
Yeah, it's true.
There's those pedals.
But the food was good. We started handing out presents. I got to open Travis's gift that he left when he was visiting.
Oh yeah, what a gift! What a gift.
He said when he left the gift, and he's like, and Blake's like, well, Ed gets 2 of them, and Travis was like, yeah, well, one's for Ed's family or something like that.
It
So I was
turns
like,
out
It wasn't. It
turns
was,
out
it was
the
all
Morca.
bad.
Which one was for his family?
The truck.
The Orc truck or the Morcanaut?
Listen, when you have teenagers, you can't have enough cars.
That's true. That's true. I do need another vehicle. So yeah, I opened up the Morcanaut. I was surprised and shocked and overjoyed because I've never owned a Morcanaut before.
It's a cool model, dude.
It's a very cool model, and it's a step. It's in between. It's like a little bit smaller than the Stampa, but it still has transport capacity.
Yeah.
And I've always been interested in getting one, but they're kind of like I don't want to spend the money on it, and it's hard to find secondhand because
people get them, they keep them.
Yeah, that's what I think it is. People get them and they keep them
because it's like I could see you getting rid of like all your orc stuff. You're like, this model's too cool. I'm just gonna keep this.
Yeah,
I guess. I mean, I think I just want to keep it because I'm always going to play orcs for me
forever.
and I'll always keep my Stampa, and I'll always keep that. And I only had one truck, and I had a bunch of battle wagons. So
how do you only have one truck?
Well,
he was a battle wagon guy.
Well, there was a time when I was selling models and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I was keeping some of the things, but I was like,
okay, that's fair.
So, but now I'll be a 2-truck orc player.
He's a 2-truck guy.
I'm a 2-truck guy, 1 battle wagon.
One
maybe
battle wagon, 2 trucks,
maybe 2
Stompa
battle
Gorka.
wagons, 2 trucks, Not the Stampa because it's too expensive, but the Morkanaut
That should give you a lot of options.
It's going to give me a lot of options. So, yes, thank you, Travis. It was a lovely gift.
Yeah, it's a gift that comes with an implication.
Yes, exactly. That's what I told Ed. This is how badly Travis wants to play 40K.
I really want to play Ed 40K. I want to play
Why?
40K against Ed. Because
you know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm going to get really angry when he meets
Okay,
me.
all right, cool.
But you
all
know
right.
what?
Just
But that's what I want.
That's what happens after most games.
You're such a sadist. You're such a masochist.
Yeah, because it seems like you get real excited to play games, and then afterwards you get a little upset, and I worry about you sometimes, Travis.
Yeah,
but then you're all excited to play again, so then I stop worrying.
I just need to take a nap. Listen, on the first day of 2025, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play a game against this unpainted Marvel Crisis Protocol guy. You know, and do you know what I did? I added a whole bunch of Spider-Man models. Guess what? Painted them all.
Yeah,
in 1 hour.
And he's not going to have time to do any of that.
He's going to have a bare plastic Dracula, which I don't know how Marvel got a Dracula.
I mean, I don't know either.
They've had it for a long time.
Yeah, but I mean, Dracula's been part of Marvel comics, for a while.
I think he had his own comic in the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite Marvel character is Frankenstein's monster. You know what I'm saying?
I guess there is Frankenstein.
Yeah.
They also have Werewolf by Night.
Yeah, Werewolf by Night.
Oh yeah.
So.
And Black Widow.
Huge fan of Creature from the Black Lagoon. Actually, they probably can't do that.
No, Creature from the Black Lagoon's not part of the Marvel universe.
No.
Yeah.
I really want to see Nosferatu.
Yeah, Egger.
See, that was my Christmas. Oh, I also got my son gave me bought me a Razer Xbox controller.
Ooh, very cool.
With all the buttons and stuff. So
all
I'm
the
pretty
little
excited. Yeah.
I'm click on the backs.
Letty got me an Apple Watch.
Nice.
So I got my old watch still.
Why haven't you transitioned?
Because I want to buy a protective thing for it to use it for a little while.
Gotcha.
Because I don't
screen protector and stuff.
I banged this one up. It still works fine. So it's not like broken, but for the first year I had a protective case and stuff. So
smart.
You know what? God, I don't want to have to fight. I'm gonna have to fight new iWatches at work now. It's Christmas. Kids are getting Apple Watches.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be the next distraction.
You have to fight them. You have to fight them all.
It's not as easy to look at things on your watch as it is. I mean, text messages and messages, yes, but I don't think people are surfing the web on their watch or watching videos.
No. But they can FaceTime.
Games. They can FaceTime, and they can cheat.
I was just in a nice happy-go-lucky space, and then as soon as you grab your watch and you look at it, I just got visions and flashbacks
of sugar plums dancing in your
horrible behaviors that I have to regulate. Hey, for the holiday,
what'd you get for Christmas, Blake?
I got a soap and a Sonic gift card. I got a bottle of Kahlua. Homemade. I'll have to give it to you guys. What else did I get? Bought myself some paints. My mom gave me a tins unit. Those things if you it shocks you a little bit. It's like a therapy thing.
Nipple clamps?
No.
Where does it go on your arm? Is it
anywhere you want it?
A muscle? thing.
Using
okay,
muscles.
okay, gotcha. It's like
It's like a
those,
little one that
those
you
little,
kind of just like stick onto your.
yeah,
But
yeah,
it's
and
connected to
it goes,
like a.
gotcha.
Yeah, but it's like prepackaged, like multi-use thing. It's not like a whole set like
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
used at physical therapy places. So that was interesting. I'm gonna hook that up. What else
To your
did I get?
balls.
I wasn't gonna say that. It's a different kind of show.
He's
We're a
gonna
different kind of
clench.
show now.
He's
Well,
gonna
it's a
clench.
Christmas show.
What else? You know what? I didn't. I gotta. I don't know. I didn't get a lot this year.
Well, I bought something
Audibles?
for Blake,
I got audibles.
and my goal was to have it painted
Oh, that's right.
for Blake, but I couldn't finish it in time.
Take your time, dude.
And because my fear is he won't use it if it's not painted.
Does he know about it yet?
He hasn't told me exactly
know what
it
it
is.
is.
Gotcha.
He doesn't know why I got him yet. But I just remember I told him that me and Travis had pitched together. We got him a nice battle force, or maybe just Travis got it. Anyways, and he never built it.
Yeah.
It's still on sprue.
He lost the knee pads.
I found the knee pad.
He found it though. This was almost
I don't know. I got other things.
Yeah,
other hobby projects I'm in.
Yeah,
of course.
But like, I really don't. I mean, there is no drive. I had a minimal drive for a little bit, and then like, yeah, it all went away.
There's pills for that though, dude.
Yeah. There's pills to make your 40K hobby hard again.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know. There's other things I'm more interested in.
So
I mean,
my hope is to finish it soon, and then will be presented to him.
I can't wait.
But
I just hope it's not the Battle Force that I already have a version of, because we could have just given you that
to paint.
Yeah.
I hope not.
I
thought they changed.
Who knew?
They have another one with Sanguinary Guard.
Well, this is a single model.
Oh, a single model.
Yeah.
It's a Gorkanaut.
Oh, that's funny.
I also bought myself a gift.
Oh, I got a gift too.
Yeah, and Blake bought himself another gift too. You want to tell him yours first?
Yeah, I got a bamboo 1A mini 3D printer.
A1
mini. A1 mini with a 0.2 millimeter nozzle.
That's right.
It's a sling bed, and I'm going to be printing out everything, baby.
It's a sling bed.
You know what? I've been, coincidentally, Uncle Adam released a video about the A1 and the 0.2 nozzle. And you know what? It's my first dip into 3D printing, and I think this is the machine, the no hassle machine.
Yeah, that's what's going to bring you in.
I'm interested in what's happening. Because you know what? There's a lot of interesting stuff on the horizon. Trench Crusades, interesting terrain options and ideas. Yeah. It's only a 7x7x7 printing space.
Inches.
7, yeah, which isn't too big. But you can slice things in the slicer in like big.
Does that mean you can
object.
only get 7 inches high in a print?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Which is cube.
It's cube.
Yeah, which is adequate to everything that you can do mostly.
Oh yeah, you can do a lot with that.
But I don't know if it's something that is nice and it works out well, then I mean I can definitely be printing movement trays and all sorts of knickknacks that I think I need or want. Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Like a Darth Vader pencil holder where he's like bowing down to you.
Mm-hmm. Or like a pencil holder that's just someone bent over.
Yeah. Yes.
Board game inserts.
I've seen that one too.
Oh, maybe
board game inserts.
You know,
for sure.
I don't know. It's only 7 inches by 7 inches by 7.
But you're doing it's like little boxes.
Yeah, you're doing
usually.
like just sections of it. You're not printing out an entire board game. Just
Yeah. The one that I did for Cheyenne was for
what was
some
that game?
Dungeon, some Steve. Arc, no, Arc.
Clanks and cranks and
No.
clanker.
The Archivist.
It sounds like Arc, but
Yeah.
I forget. Yeah, that was just a bunch of little boxes.
Raiders of Arcanium, right? Arcanum.
Maybe. I don't remember. It was something.
It don't matter.
But yeah, I think this printer you'll like.
It's the one.
It's the bamboo's so nice. I had the A1. I liked it. I loved it. But after I had to return the one because there was a recall, I upgraded. I went from the A1 to the X1. And I got 2 AMSs, which means I can print in 8 colors now. And I've used it a little bit, and I really like it.
Yeah.
I bought myself that for Christmas.
Dude.
Then my daughter got me Spots.
Oh, Spots. What
Spots
a game.
Great game.
Great
game.
Fun game. Fun game. So,
always have fun with Spots.
This is as good as it gets, man. Happy holidays. And lifers out there, we hope you had a good holiday. And if you didn't have a good holiday, we hope you had the best holiday you could have.
Yeah.
Because the holidays ain't great for everybody.
No, sometimes it's hard.
Yeah.
You know?
I know Travis is having a rough time.
Yeah. And it has nothing to do with the holiday, though.
Listen, I can't complain. I'm just, but I will.
You can't complain.
But I will.
I can't complain, but I am.
Listen, I shouldn't be complaining, but you get used to a certain kind of lifestyle, and then you throw something in that changes everything, and it's an adorable little puppy. He's very cute.
Love him.
But it's a lot of work.
Hey,
it's more work than having a child, because a child wears diapers.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about the child like shitting everywhere.
No.
They only poop in their diaper.
That's where I poop.
Maybe Dodger needs a diaper.
Hey, let's talk about Adepticon.
No, let's not talk about Adepticon.
We're not talking about Adepticon?
Adepticon seems overwhelming to me. I'm actually regretting signing up to go.
Okay. I thought we were talking about Adepticon.
You know what, Blake? I thought we were too, but I just don't think we have the time.
What are we going to talk about?
Well, we still got our hobby commitments.
Oh,
you
the hobby commitments.
Yeah, there's stuff to talk about.
Right there? Look at that guy.
Okay. All right. Do you want to read the review first, buddy?
Yeah, I'll read a review right after you look at my... There you go. See? Okay. It is what it is. Nothing special. Actually, I don't like that.
Skipping ahead. You're just skipping
look at that.
ahead.
Look at that right there. Let's look at some reviews here.
Yeah, look at this.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Smell it. 5 stars from Creel. Epic one-liners galore. I would like this podcast more if I didn't get in trouble so often for laughing while I'm trying to work. Also, not speaker friendly when angry old women are standing around. Angry old women. These are
so he must be at work where there's a bunch of angry old women, or maybe he's like in school. There's like a
lot of angry old women at school.
Yeah. 5 stars from Biometrics. These guys are ... my guilty pleasure. Seriously, listening to this podcast reminds me of hanging out with my old gaming group. Vulgar put downs and all. ... The production is great. The laughs are consistent, and there's enough 40K Tactica thrown in to make me feel like I'm learning something. Great work, gentlemen. Great
Tactica.
Review. Yeah. Chicken.
Yeah, remember you could always pre-measure before you move them up.
Yeah.
Thank you, Travis. Bring it to the Tactica.
Now, you got to make, it's always going to be AP, your AP armor penetration number. Always remember it. It's in the negatives.
No, it's not.
Well, it was back in 2011. Which of these reviews are from 2011. And we got another 50 slides of these, baby. Amazing cast, 5 stars from Chicken Be Good. Good. These guys are a real joy to listen to. I just started listening and I was hooked after the first episode. Looking forward to future hilarity. I love it. All right.
Thanks,
1
buddy.
star
Oh, yeah.
from Psychopath Mike. Jack Black and Tommy Chong are gamers? Question mark, question mark, question mark. I listened to the show from the first episode in episode 21 and finally had enough. I can handle the childish humor, but I could never get over their lack of illiterate content. One of the hosts is an idiot.
Wait, their lack of illiterate content? So they
Yeah.
wanted more illiterate content?
No, excuse me. Lack of literate. Proving the point there. I guess I'm illiterate. Their lack of literate content. I'm not sure what literate content means because,
It's audio.
well, yeah.
Did they want you guys to review a bunch of like great American novels?
Yeah.
They wouldn't be 40K novels.
Last year, I read The Great Gatsby. Yes, quite right.
One of the hosts is an idiot, and the other sounds like a Woodstock burnout who slips into acid flashbacks on a regular basis. So,
That's Ed.
No.
so he's calling Josh an idiot,
Yes.
Yeah.
and he's saying that I'm the Woodstock burnout. If you're looking for a good show, pass on this one. If you're a mental 12-year-old, give it a shot. You just might like it. I mean, Ed, no one talked about you on that one. You're safe.
No. The thing is, I like the fact that he didn't like it, but he listened to 21 episodes.
Well, he finally had enough.
I wonder if there was something in there that was all right. You know what I mean? That he's like, all right, I can get past this, you know? But
I don't know.
Oh, can I read another negative? No,
Yeah.
I'll save it. I'll save it for next week.
save it. Travis sometimes watches things that he doesn't like.
Oh, that's all he does.
Yeah.
half of his life's consumption is like just, it's not stress, it's hatred, it's, I don't know, what do you call that exactly?
Well, what I call it is that people just need to make better shows. Then I could have better stuff to watch.
True.
I've been watching Landman, and let me tell you, I love it. Hey, thanks for the reviews, guys.
Yeah.
Pop in, give us some new reviews. You know, I don't care if they're bad. Call us lowlifes. I don't care.
Yeah. Call us literates.
Yeah, call us illiterates. Call us literates.
Literally.
Hey, if you want to hear a literary review on Patreon, I got a new show. It's called Blake's Book Nook, and we talk about all the great literary classics.
That's right.
Yeah, it's true. And my first guest is going to be Psychopath Mike, who's going to be talking about our his favorite literate books. Anyways, yeah, send us some reviews, guys. We'll read through them once we get as they pop up. Love it. Hobby progress.
Travis has
Yeah, we got some
Patrons.
comments on the Patreon last episode.
Ooh.
We got the man 311. He says, thanks for the shout out and the 311 lyrics. Keep it up, guy.
From
Yeah.
chaos comes clarity. You know?
You got to come original, you know? We got David LATCS. Come for the laughs, stay for the beard care tips.
Yeah.
You see, I mean, I feel like these reviews are a lot more constructive than what we used to get back in 2011. I think people are just gotten a lot smarter. And we got Skirt.
Skirt.
Skirt, man, he's been with us for a long time,
That's
and he's commenting on when we're talking about board games and the tear off sheets. Similar to Travis, despite playing a lot of board games pretty often with my circle of friends, we've always ended up losing parts of the game well before running through all of the provided scoring sheets, or lost the pad itself. That said, he's getting pretty close to running out of the Cascadia scorecard. LOL. Cascadia. I've heard good things about that one, but haven't played it myself.
Well, Skirt,
Thank you.
screw you.
Thank you.
Listen.
Thank you, Skirt.
I'm just saying.
Don't, Skirt, do not ever again, do not validate anything
My
Travis
existence.
says. Yeah, you can't do that anymore.
I have a game of Clue that I had to print. This is Clue that I bought. And here's the thing, Travis. I know you're going to say, well, you're an adult. Of course, you kept all your pieces. But I played this game with my kids. We bought this in like 2006 or 2007. And we ran out of sheets. Just to say, I only say this because a couple days ago we decided to play Clue. Actually, when Blake Christmas Eve, when Blake was there, he left and we played a game of Clue with my brother-in-law, and we had some printed out sheets because maybe we lost the pad. Maybe that's the component we lost. That could be the thing we lost.
Now, Skirt, you can validate Ed all you want. Just do not agree with Travis. He's going to go to his head and he continue to say ridiculous things.
Clue is an interesting one because everyone gets a piece of paper, and you could have, I think, up to 6 players in Clue.
Yeah.
So and when you got a big family like you, Ed, it's usually probably 5 people that are playing every time. So yeah, I could see those sheets running through those sheets pretty quick.
Yeah. Well, I've also had it for almost 20 years.
Yeah.
True.
So, yeah, I don't think I've had the only copy of a board game that I've had that amount of time is Hero Quest. And I still have plenty of those pads because one piece of paper will last you a lifetime in Hero Quest.
That's true.
I still have character sheets from when I was 10 years old in my Hero Quest box.
I've never played Hero Quest.
Wait, what?
You played it at Geekend, dude.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I mean, you might not have.
No, maybe you didn't.
You
were invited to play.
You played it on Tabletop Simulator. You've played it
I don't think I've played Hero Quest, guys.
Blake's never played it. Okay, that's something we're going to have to do.
Validate me, Skirt.
So in the thing is, now that 3D printers are viable, if you lose a component to a game, you could probably print it out. Easy. I was just thinking in my head right now of the game of Clue. Yeah. Okay.
Or whatever game that is.
I was thinking in my head the game of Clue, and I think they probably have a file where you can print out your whatever it is, where you keep track of the rooms and the items and the thing, where you can just print it out, and it's one of these things where you just slide to check it. Like, because they have grocery lists that you can print out where you just slide the tab over if you need it.
That would actually be really cool for Clue.
Yeah. So that way no one will ever see you write down anything. You just take over anything. Yeah. I'm going to look to see if they have that file. On the note of Hero Quest, Travis.
Yeah.
I have a game that in 2025 I want to look into it because I bought it. I got it used, and I want to make sure I have all the pieces. It's a game called Battle Masters, and I've never played Battle Masters, and I kind of want to see if I have all the components. If I'm missing components, I'm thinking of 3D printing those components.
Those up,
and then we can try playing a game of Battle Masters in 2025.
Hell yeah, dude. That would be amazing.
But because Blake hasn't played Hero Quest, maybe we should try to do Hero Quest too.
Do what I should do. because there's that expansion that you guys got me that I had never actually played that expansion. It's the re-released expansion.
Yeah.
I should paint that up, and that should be what we play, that Hero Quest expansion with the ice monsters.
Yeah, I love it, dude. I'm there.
Because then it'll be something new for me too. You know,
it'd be like a GW Gateway. Actually, those games are like they're not Games Workshop, but they are Games Workshop.
So I mean, listen, it was
a complicated history.
Milton, well, I know a lot about it. Milton Bradley, there was a person at Milton Bradley who was developing this game, and they contracted with Citadel Miniatures, Games Workshop, to make the miniatures, and they also took like the Warhammer setting. It's the original Hero Quest is set in the Warhammer world. It's chaos. It's the locations there are places on the Warhammer maps.
Yeah.
The kingdoms that they're talking about is an actual kingdom. So when Hasbro re-released it, they took all of the Games Workshop IP out of it. But it's still the exact same game, just sans the Games Workshop IP.
Yeah, okay.
And arguably, I think the miniatures aren't as good, even though they're new modern miniatures. Like, there's something spectacular to those Citadel big fisted zombie miniatures.
You know? I also have a Hero Quest board game.
I have the original, but like I don't really take it out to play it anymore because I have the new edition, and I'd rather not put any more miles on my original. Hero Quest.
We can put miles on mine.
Okay. There we go.
I want to transition this to the hobby progress that I made.
Yes.
You know what? Maybe because
Blake
did something, we shouldn't even do it because
we'll just skip it this time.
I want people to think Blake never completes anything.
No, I want everyone to know
the beauty of this hobby progress is it's like almost there was no progress at all.
Oh,
but there was a progress.
Okay, all right. Do
we want to run these progresses before we go, or are we going to hold these off?
Okay.
No.
Until next time.
Blake, you're in such a rush. I'm going to let you go first.
It's just I know we got to talk about It's a Wonderful Life, and I can't wait to talk about It's a Wonderful Life.
Blake's accountability was he was going to use new paints. I think they were they Monument?
Pro acrylic.
Pro acrylic. Okay, it wasn't Monument. Is that Monument?
That's Monument.
Did you rip off the sticker? Hold on. Did you rip off the sticker? Right there. Oh no.
Oh no. I see.
It looked like
it did look like it was like torn off.
He ripped a chunk off.
So I've been using the heck out of these speed paints.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll talk about speed paints at another time. But the commitment was I was going to use a Pro Acryl paint.
Yeah.
And so I had ended up at a certain point kit bashing to make some of these Possessed for Old World, a game that Travis has given up on. And so using these these squatty potty type guys with some of these possessed little arms. And so I spray painted them silver and then I Knoll oiled them.
Oh, hold on. When you spray painted, did you use a Monument paint or a different?
No, just a regular silver.
Then
I Knoll oiled them because you want to give them some depth.
Course. Yeah.
And so then the next step always is to dry brush a little bit of more silver onto it. Yeah. And so I use this Pro Acryl silver as a dry brush. And let me tell you, I have no idea how the paint feels. Exactly. I have no idea how its coverage is. God. And I can't really tell for sure if the dry brush was successful because it was so subtle. So
you should have had it prime black and then you put it on and then you see its coverage.
The thing is, this is the process I used.
I know.
to do some of the other models in my Warhammer
Gotcha.
army. So I just wanted to have a little bit of continuity.
Right.
Um,
You could have done like one of those billion other games that you have, test model, like that guy that you showed that was all green.
this guy here.
No, the green one with a red cape. I
Oh,
think there was
like
a yeah.
this guy here.
No, yeah.
That one.
Why couldn't you paint something on
Or
that
this one. Or this one.
Yeah, why couldn't you paint something on
Or
that?
this one here.
Yeah, that one. Why couldn't you paint something on that guy silver?
They don't got metal. They're space aliens. They use psychic.
No,
materials.
that guy had metal on his back. I saw it, Blake. Where the
No.
cape is, there's some sort of gold. No, flip it around. Nope, the other side. What's on his back?
What's
There's
that
something-
strip on his back?
Yeah, there's a strip on his back.
That's his.
Yeah,
Yes,
that could be
his-
metal. Yes, that could be metal. And you painted it what? What color is that? Gold?
That's a yellow.
Okay. Well, you could have painted that silver.
No, these guys are already done.
Oh.
I already have this formula. I can't.
You can't just put a dot of silver on that model.
No.
Okay.
No.
Well,
So yeah, I don't know. My new commitment. Okay, well, let's just wait. We'll wait on the commitments.
okay.
So I did
All right,
use the new paint.
You did. You succeeded. Congratulations.
Check.
Blake got
Blake,
success.
I would like to just address one thing that you said.
Mhm.
I have not given up on Old World. My statement was my hobby is no longer going to be going towards any Old World because I have 2,500. I have 2,500 painted stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not going to add any more to it. You know,
Yeah,
it's
'cause you
it's
have
not
a dead army.
Yeah, an undead army.
Yeah. You have an army. You've invested time and energy to an army that is no longer from the jump of Old World. It wasn't supported.
Yeah,
that's your mistake.
From the no,
that's your door.
From the jump of the Old World, it was supported.
Yeah,
but not anymore.
No, they said no. Here's your PDF
support.
Yeah. Audio
some support.
My free
PDF? No.
It's not continued support.
No. Fuck that. No.
Skirt, back us up on this one, please.
No.
Skirt knows. Skirt knows.
No.
Yeah, he's not going to have your back on this one.
Copium, guys. It's all copium.
I remember my hobby commitment.
Yes,
I was going to Prime and Zenithal.
Yes.
My Rohirrim force and get a test model done.
Yeah.
And I accomplished none of it.
Oh, perfect.
Man.
But I did do hobby. And that's the thing with me. I'm always going to be doing hobby. But sometimes I can't do what I commit to.
ABH.
Because
always be hobbying.
Always be hobbying.
That's right, dude.
Okay. And what I did is I primed and zenithaled 5 Marvel Crisis Protocol models. Are you guys seeing this?
Yeah.
I see 4 of them.
Yeah.
No, I see 5 of them. Blake doesn't know how to count.
Okay.
I see 5 now.
And I busted out the I got the big box of speed paints, the 2.0 formula. And this what you're seeing in this picture is all just the speed paints. And I'll tell you, man, like I was freaking impressed with them. I even used some of the metallics, and I'm not saying the metallics are the best thing. Like Spider-Man, that pole and that satellite dish, that's the silver. And to tell you the truth, like, I mean, it covered really easily because it's a really thin paint. And I used the copper on that beam that Shadowcat is on. And it's like, it's not the best, but it does kind of get the job done. And if you're just in the speed paint, like trying to do everything speed paint, I think they work perfectly fine. But I was freaking really impressed with what the speed paints accomplished. Do you know what this like that the smoke on Spider-Man looks kind of dumb right there, but once like I went in there and like dry brushed it and kind of brought it together, it looks more appropriate.
The Daily Bugle.
the Daily Bugle, man. But now, like this Spider-Man, I'm going to put an oil wash on him to get all the black lines to pop, and I'm going to do some dry brushing to bring these highlights up already. But I'm pretty impressed. Like, I mean, like on the table, it already looks pretty darn good, dude.
And the speed.
The speed. That was an hour and a half, like for all of those models. All those models were done in 1 hour and 30 minutes.
That's fast, brother.
Yeah, it's incredible.
And it's like they're totally playable. Like I'm going to put some of those models on the table on the first when I play Marvel Crisis Protocol again, and they're going to look just fine. Like next to my other models that I spent way more time on.
Yeah.
What I like about it is I'm using it to paint models that I don't have I'm not super invested in them, like churning out like amazing or perfect. But it does a passable job, and it, you know, it looks pretty nice for the amount of time I'm actually doing. And it'll make the board game experience, you know, stepped up because everything's colored.
Yeah, what I really like is I really hate the base coating like step where you're putting on layers to get all the colors. But I do really like dry brushing and highlighting and doing all that. And that's all I'm going to do on these models now. Like I spent an hour and a half getting all the base coats down on them. They have a solid base now. And now I get to go in there with a detail brush and add the little flourishes to make it, you know, to step it up to the next level. I'm really excited.
Good tool in the toolbox.
Tool in the toolbox.
What did you do, Ed?
I committed to painting a war boss.
An orc horboss.
An orc horboss.
That's a horboss right there, dude.
Horboss.
So this is a war boss I painted. It's yellow and green. It's I converted the fist into a peace sign. So my orcs are peaceful orcs.
Oh,
Yeah.
Where's the peace
on his
sign?
back? On his back.
Oh yeah,
oh,
I see it. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, it was a fist, but I added some things on there, so now it's a peace sign.
That's fun. I like that.
So that's the symbol that I'm going to be slapping on these orcs.
Wow, peace.
So that was part of my commitment to the ICs.
Which, funny enough, isn't that also actually? It's this way. This is the FU in English.
Nice. Yeah.
But
so if you see them from behind,
isn't it two together? These are this is what you would pull. Well, you'd pull your bowstring, right?
Yeah, but it's my two fingers. It's my two fingers.
Yeah.
I think that's funny. That's funny. Show up and just flipping off the. Hey, there it is. Look at it.
There it is.
Hobby
Peace
progress.
sign, dude. Peace sign. Hobby progress. Friday the 13th. I finished it. So
Amen.
what I do, because, you know, I'm at work, I kind of just leave it on my desk so that when I get the urge, I just pull and just do a little bit, and then it gets done real quick. Like I'll say, let me just work on the metal, and I'll slap all the metal on. All right, let me throw down a wash real quick. Boom. And in no time, it's done. You know what I mean? It's done.
Yeah, little bit at a time. That's what you need.
All right. So Blake,
Travis,
what do you
I'm
think?
just gonna say it.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
You are just hands all over that mic today.
Yeah, he loves.
You know.
Listen, the mic is set up. No, listen, it's not on my normal boom. It's set up for Rock Band right now. And it's hurting my back. I'm in a lot of pain. This is awful, but I'm doing it for you.
Oh, okay, for me.
No, for the listeners.
Okay, for the listeners.
I didn't have time to switch the mic over to my normal setup, but so yeah, I have to move this around because I have to keep. Because I'm in a lot of pain. All right, guys. But you know what? Thanks for pointing it out.
Hey, you know what? All I know
you're such
is
jerk.
if I was doing that, oh God, it'd be hell to pay.
That was a different podcast, dude.
Yeah.
That was not not this podcast.
A different podcast. That was hey, you know what, guys? I was able to see a movie thanks to the patron voters that I had never seen before.
Blake,
and
stop.
I think,
real quick.
Huh?
Accountability. You achieved your goal. What's the next one?
I don't know. Let's see.
Okay, Travis, do you know what your next?
Yes, I have a Marvel Crisis Protocol box with Kraven the Hunter and the Lizard, and I'm going to build and slap chop them.
Kraven and Lizard. Fully painted?
No, I'm just a build and slap chop.
Build and slap chop.
When you paint them?
See, I don't consider it's fully painted unless you have dry brushed and done a bunch of detailed work.
So you're gonna dry brush the
and
white
speed paint them,
and then put the speed paint on.
And speed paint them. Yeah, that's what I mean by slap chopping them.
Okay, all right. Blake doesn't know.
I know what I'm doing. I'm going to be painting these rockworms. I'm waiting on my look. I make them kiss.
Rockworms, okay.
Yeah, but I'm waiting for my new set of speed paints to come in. My new old set, 50% off, by the way.
Okay, I'll try to. I'm gonna finish Blake's. This is gonna be a hard one. Gift.
Gorkanaut.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Go ahead, Blake.
Now, you guys voted on a holiday movie for us to watch. First one was Hook. Second one was It's a Wonderful Life. And I'm pretty sure you guys did this so I would have to watch a black and white movie. Are you going to have a beat by beat on this one?
Yeah, I got a beat by beat.
Oh, okay.
Primed and
Now,
ready.
I had never seen this movie. It was a good movie. It was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I'm glad I got to see it. It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
It's weird. There's some weird parts of it. Didn't age well. Certain parts of it. It was weird. Like
aged very well.
What are you talking
I'm
about?
interested to hear.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, there's this dude at a high school party.
It's fine.
Okay, all right. Okay.
It's a small town. It's different.
It's a small parish.
I don't think that has anything to do with the aging. That's just what the time was at that time.
I'm saying, okay, well then parts of America didn't age well. The reflection of society didn't age well.
Okay.
You know, and then there's a real disgusting portrayal of an Italian. You know, that little problem with it.
Oh, Martini, he's so good. He's such a nice boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't like the way
talked back then.
I
thought you were going to point out that they had a slave.
Yeah.
Well, okay. She's what you call a mammy.
Yeah.
She got paid.
I thought that was like the part that maybe didn't age too well.
It's just America didn't age well.
Yeah.
It's not really the movie. Yeah. But yeah, you know, and also it made heartless rich people look bad, you know? And I think now more than ever.
That part aged great.
No, I think now more than ever, especially now that our wealthy citizens are being targeted, you know, I think we really need to step up and support this billionaire class more than ever before. They need our support in an unprecedented time of violence against them, you know.
Yeah.
Unprecedented time of violence against the wealthy fucks that ruin everything. Yeah.
Just to get a couple extra bucks.
Yeah. Let's get some beats on this. What's the beats?
All right. Okay, here's the setting. The film begins with a celestial voice, right? It's Joseph. It's the angels are talking to Clarence, explaining George's life. But it starts out with the prayers for George. All the prayers for George's well-being. And that's when you see the angels and they start talking about George, right?
It was kind of trippy it's like, oh, it's a Christmas movie. They're praying, and then we zoom into outer space. And the space effect is interesting. And then all of a sudden, like stars are talking to each other. So it was weird. It was because I didn't know it was weird at first.
Well, they're trying
Took
to
you by
do
surprise. Yeah.
a different way to like portray angels and beings of like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, interdimensional interlopers. Yes, that's what we call them.
Yeah.
And I like how they all had, I don't know, something about the voices of people back in that era too is interesting.
It was the transatlantic accent. It was a fake accent that doesn't actually exist. It only exists in movies.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And is that supposed to be Joseph, like Joseph, the father of Jesus?
I don't know.
That's how I interpreted. I interpreted that it was God talking to Joseph. It was like a weird, like, is it
I don't
my
think we ever
kid?
heard the voice of God.
No.
We were just hearing
Joseph was
angels talking to him.
Clarence.
Yeah, Clarence was the guardian angel, and
There
Joseph was
three
just
voices:
Yes, there were three voices.
Joseph,
don't
Clarence,
know.
and the big one.
I don't know who the other one was.
I took that as God.
okay. Yeah,
Like,
could be.
you know,
Yeah.
and he's talking to Joseph. Now they both, I guess, are kind of Eskimo brothers, you know, at a certain point. I mean, because they both kind of fooled around with the same woman. I'm saying God and Joseph both had the same woman, the Virgin Mary.
Huh?
Oh, I'm not going to comment on this, Blake. You're on your own.
Yeah.
Okay, so the way Christianity works is there was a woman named Mary, and she was married to a human.
And then he pulls his brother out of the frozen lake.
So it was disjointed. It was disjointed at first. I'm like, what is this? This is weird. And they bring in Clarence, who's like kind of sound like a hillbilly.
He doesn't have his wings.
Yeah, he doesn't have his wings.
Yeah.
And then they say but they're saying he's about to give up. He's about to lose the most precious gift.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go through all his life story, right?
Yeah. He saves his brother.
Mm-hmm.
He
gets the ear infection.
Yeah, he lost hearing in his right ear or something, maybe his left ear. And then he goes where he works because he's a kid, but he's working at the drugstore.
The way it used to be.
Making sodas for the druggist. And the druggist, he's distraught because he just got a telegram that his son died and he was drinking. And he goes to make some medicine for somebody. And George is supposed to deliver it, but he finds out that it's rat poison or poison that he's put in there. And so
maybe it was rat poison. I mean, my comment is like, why do you have a big bottle of poison at the pharmacy?
Well,
but maybe he's selling, rat poison.
RFK Jr. would say pharmacies are full of poison.
That's what he would say.
They're all poisons if you
know
think
what's
about
weird
it.
about RFK, real quick, because you brought it up.
Yeah.
He says he had a brain worm, and that's why he talks like that.
Yeah.
But I heard his sister talk, and she kind of sounds like that too.
Well, could be genetic brainworm.
Genetic brainworm. Okay, so he keeps the druggist from getting in trouble because it was poison, and the druggist was mad at first. He was yelling at him like, "Why didn't you deliver?" He smacked him on the ears bleeding, and then he tells him, and he realizes his mistake, and he's like, "I'll never, thank you so much." And then it shows him as he's older now. And he was talking about buying a suitcase, a great big one, right? Yeah, a
big one. I have pictures. I have stamps from all over the world.
Yeah. And old man Gower bought him a nice suitcase because it's his time. It's his time to go traveling, right? Turns out you find out that
I see the world.
that George after he graduated, he stayed back to work and save money because he wanted to travel
Yeah.
and leave as soon as his brother Harry graduated high school.
Who he saved.
Yes, who he saved. Um, but so this thing that you're talking about, where this guy goes back to high school, it's a small town. They have a party. There's adults there to supervise. Nothing funny is going on, and it's almost, to me, it's almost like a homecoming dance, maybe
Yeah.
homecoming, graduation, because it's a graduation thing. It's a graduation dance. It's a class of 2020 or 1920.
Yeah.
I'm 20 years old. I want to dance with a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
Well, she was 18.
Well, that's what she says.
They were.
No,
they've known each other
I'm with
since
you,
childhood.
Ed. It's very innocent and it's very quaint. Yeah.
And he wasn't planning on going, but his dad and his mom were like, "You should go to the dance.
You should go to the dance.
Yeah, have fun."
Get in
And
the
there was
water.
other people that he knew that
Oh,
probably
yeah.
already graduated. It's just something that you
Small
do in a small
town.
town.
Hee haw.
Hee
haw.
hee
Yep.
haw. So that's where he meets. She's married again. I don't know why he never noticed her, because they lived in the same town.
Yeah.
But at that night he falls in love, and that's the same night that he finds out his dad dies.
Dance
we
by
find
the
out
moon.
I'm gonna lasso that moon. And then, like, there's a moment where, for whatever reason, she's naked in a bush,
Yeah, he steps on
and
her
he
robe.
slow plays it. Plays it.
Oh, heck yeah.
He's like, "Oh wow, not too many men get in this situation.
They don't?
Let me think about what I'm supposed to be doing right now.
He was going to give her.
Graduating high school." It was funny. There's funny. Yeah, it's charming. There was a lot of charming dialogue and characters in this, for sure.
Yeah.
His dad dies.
His dad dies. And he's, oh man, now what happens next?
Well,
so he has to take a. They said,
I think we should note, though, that when he goes, when he's a child, he meets this miserable, horrible.
Oh yeah.
What is he, Potter?
Mr. Potter,
who's already, even when he's a child, like, his father's business is under assault by this cretin, this
miser.
These horrible people, horrible wealthy people, Mr. Potter. So as a young man, he's already sees this guy for who he is and what he does.
Yeah.
So
he's a pirate, kind of.
You're a pirate.
He goes in, takes over businesses.
No resistance.
Yeah, so he goes, because he's about to leave still to go on his trip that he saved up money for. He got a new suitcase, and they tell him the only way that the building and loan, your dad's business, will stay, in line or stay around, is if you lead it. If you're the number one guy, if you're the head. And he fought it, but he was like, you know what? If I don't stay, Potter's going to take over everybody.
And the thing about his business is, it's like it's an investment vehicle for people to fund and build their own homes.
Yes, affordable housing,
which resonates today more than ever before.
For the people, by the people.
Yeah. And the grubby, greedy little fuck Potter wants to get in there and ruin it.
He's a member. He's a board member of the Building and Loan as well.
Of course, evil people are always board members.
Yes, and he always wants to, this guy didn't pay his loan. He always wants to cancel the loans, to intercept. And the problem that Potter has with the Building and Loan is that Potter owns a lot of slum apartments.
He's a slumlord.
He's a slumlord, and the people are building houses and leaving his apartment, so he's losing money. Let's see here. Look where we are. George's sacrifice. Throughout the film, George makes many personal sacrifices to keep the Building and Loan running, including give up his honey. Oh yeah. So George,
he gets married.
About to
the phone conversation was fun. Like they're in there, like on the phone together, and the
Oh, yeah.
heat and the tension, and
That's
he's
true. Yeah, that's right.
like,
Oh, Mary, I can't wait till we're married and I can get you in the bushes again.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to give you your clothes back this time.
and it's cute, and like the thing, I don't know if they
That's
call it
true.
cellophane. Is it, I don't know. I don't, so maybe that's the
Well,
material of the
plastics.
film. But like when they have their face shots,
Oh, it's a little
it's
blurred.
all like uh kind of like bloomed out.
Yeah.
Everything's soft.
Yeah.
Like that's a real technique we don't see anymore in the movies. Like
Yeah.
the glamour face shots of the
Yeah,
stars.
they're putting gels in front of the camera.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Vaseline,
some
something.
Vaseline. Yeah, I forgot that there's a scene where they're having a party. I don't know if his brother got married because he was going to leave again, but his brother um, got married after he went to college. He was going to take over the business so George can finally leave, right? But his brother ended up getting married, and he got a job opportunity that was really well that would lead to promotion because his wife's dad owned the business, so he decided to stick around for his
Again.
brother's sake. And they have a
Was-
party, and the mom sends him. She's like, "You got to go talk to Mary. She's in town."
Yeah.
Something like that. And then he goes over there, and this guy's like, his friend Hee Haw is like, "Hey, I'm going to start a business in plastics. I want you to come in, and you can start on the ground floor. You two, Mary, invest in my business. We'll be rich together." And at that time, it just feels like George's life. He had plans,
Yeah.
and nothing is. At this point, it's almost like a breaking point too, where
Yeah.
nothing is going as he wants it. He wants to make he can't make a decision for himself. He's
No.
making these decisions based on other people, and he's upset at the guy on the phone. Just he's telling him, "You don't be an idiot. You should do what I'm telling you to do."
Yeah.
And he's like, "I want to do my own thing." And he's also kind of mad at Mary because she's like tempting him. Like he's like, "Well, I'm not ready to settle down yet," or
Yeah.
And so he leaves, and then he comes back.
He just wants to be. He just wants to play punk rock, pop punk music. That's all he wants to do. He wants to make his choices. Everybody's making choices for him.
Yeah.
You know?
And then
Was it
I
the
just want to
honey?
play bass.
Go ahead, Travis.
Was it the honeymoon when they were supposed to go on the honeymoon? That's when the
Yeah.
market crash
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then after he comes back and kisses, that's when they show the wedding.
Gotcha.
And they're going to
Okay.
go on their honeymoon, and the stock market crashes.
Yeah.
And the thing is his wife's good.
Yeah.
His wife understands. Like when he is trying to okay, let's try to keep people's money because it's called a run on the bank. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So he's trying to keep the people, because if the people take their money out of the building and loan, the whole thing collapses.
Yes.
But his wife at a certain point is like, here, use this money, and this is the money they saved for their honeymoon. So they're using their honeymoon money now to keep people inside the building and loan.
Yeah.
So how much do you need just to get through the week? I need $432. Come on, Frank. Just all right. Well, here you go. What do you do? Maybe like $20. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was one guy who was like, I want, because they said Potter's offering you 50%. So if you
50
had
cents on the
200
dollar.
Yeah. So if you had $500, he'd give you $250, but then he would own all the shares. So he was trying to buy out all the shares of the building alone, so he would have control over it too.
And the whole thing is Potter's like on the phone with him, and it's like, I'm screwing you right now. And if you can't get out of it, you can't get out of this. I got the cops coming. There's no way out of it. I'm just gonna screw it. I'm gonna own it all. And but he's like, I'm gonna figure out a way to get it.
That's right.
No matter what I liked is he always beat Potter. I know this is spoiler alert. He always beat Potter.
Yeah.
I like
because
this.
of. Go ahead. Sorry.
I really like this scene because it actually, as a kid, helped me understand the great market crash better than any teacher or any textbook. ever did. You know,
Yeah, it's true.
it's people lost their minds because of crazy, greedy old white men.
Yeah,
And
dude.
they ruined everything for everyone.
They wouldn't do that.
No, just like seeing a run on the bank. You know?
Yes, run on the bank.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, actually, that's an interesting point. You could show that clip, and the context is this is how people reacted. This is
I had a
what we
teacher
call
who
a
did
run on
do
the bank.
that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. Wait. So you had a teacher who used that as a tool, and you're saying that it made me understand? No, the teacher used that. That teacher was a good teacher.
No. Teacher was a piece of shit, dude. She was a drunk. She was drunk when she showed it to us. It was just by happenstance.
Yeah.
But so the money's not here. It's in his house. And it's in your picket fence.
Yeah. So he ended up using all his honeymoon money.
He had like $2 left at the end of the day.
Yeah, $2 left. And so there's just a lot of those moments that you get to see about his life. And then his final turning point was because his uncle, who's very absent-minded, he missed everything.
It wasn't the deal. He had squirrels and crows and all sorts of wild animals in his office. Like and at one point there was like Potter's desk had like a skull and like a I don't know, some sort of like he had some accoutrement on his desk that I didn't really say anything at the time, but it was very symbolic of like some occult,
evil,
like alchemical stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. And then the raven in there all the time. Like, I think I know for sure that some occultist nerd has like broken down some of the symbolism inside this film. And to think the backbone of all of it is money. I mean, and that's a huge power symbol and all that kind of stuff. But I might want to dig into that further, like the symbolism in the film, because why is there a crow in the office? Then he had like a raccoon in his.
Billy loves animals.
Well, I think that Potter was like a physical manifestation of Lord Satan in the movie.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was written by Dickens.
Uh-huh.
And like Dickens, I mean, he he was a literature guy. So like you do have these symbols and representations. I don't know. I mean, the fact he's surrounded by animals and he seems to be pretty happy-go-lucky. Like there might be like it's like a nature-centric type of force.
He was a druid.
Yeah.
Druid.
As opposed to like the lead into gold spiritualism. I don't know.
He was an alchemist. Potter was an alchemist, dude.
Yeah. And here's the deal. Also, there's a thing called have you heard of Potter's Field?
Yeah, Chesterfield.
A Potter's Field.
Yeah, Chester Copperpot.
Yeah.
He's a pirate.
He has the key.
Well, no, he was an adventurer. He was trying to find One-Eyed Willie.
Yeah, he had the key to One-Eyed Willie.
He had the key. I'm sorry, what?
A Potter's Field is like a place where they bury people that don't have any money.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Like a Roman thing.
Gross.
Yeah, I'm not sure where it comes from. It's an old idea. So I wonder, I was also thinking about those connections between a Potter's Field and this guy Potter and I don't know.
And that guy called us illiterate?
But the thing was Potter's Field was also like the land that they were building on was called Potter's Field, but it was a bunch of cemeteries too.
Exactly. So like I think that's Dickens for you. I think that's some of the Dickens stuff. Yeah. And I know that it's Potter's Field because one of my favorite Anthrax songs was about a Potter's Field.
That's right, buddy. So
that's right, brother.
Turning point, Uncle Baby Billy's mistake.
Uncle Baby Billy.
The crisis occurs when Uncle Billy, who is supposed to be keeping the bank's cash, he's supposed to deposit the bank's cash.
$8,000.
Yes, accidentally loses $8,000. Mr. Potter gets some money and uses it to further his goal of
No,
taking over Bedford Falls.
Potter steals
Yes.
$8,000
Well,
from
it
this
was
guy.
given to him. He gave it to him. He handed it to Mr. Potter in the newspaper. It was a gift.
Oh, well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
How many gifts has Nancy Pelosi got? You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing, though. He kind of, if Potter's isn't he the owner of the bank?
Yeah.
So
It's like he
would think
deposited.
there would be a moral obligation that he should have
Yeah,
returned the
no,
money.
there's no way that you can't, like, what Potter did was a criminal act.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah, he's a piece
Evil.
of shit.
He was like, close the door, close the door. He's like, look at the money. You know what? Okay, we'll get to it later.
Look, I have something to say at the end. Yeah.
Yeah. So at this point, he's very desperate because he finds out that the money's gone because Billy comes back. He's like, I thought I had the money. I lost it. And he's real mad. He's shaking Billy because the inspector's there on Christmas Eve.
What do you mean you don't have the money?
And he's so mad at Billy. And he's like, you stupid old man. Kind of like what Rufio says to Peter Pan. And he goes home. And he's just like, all he can think about is he's going to go to jail. And he's freaking out. He's yelling at the kids.
Yeah.
He calls the Zuzu's teacher an idiot because now she's got a cold. And
how could you let her go out? She came home with no jacket.
Yeah.
Well, you're the. And then when it hangs
later.
up and her husband calls back.
That's right.
And to give him a piece.
Yeah, he's like, well, come on over.
Yeah, that was a great setup.
Yeah,
that was a really good setup.
Yeah.
That's good writing that the dad's going to come back. But also, I want to say that the war happens too, and even he isn't able to go to the war.
Yeah,
his brother goes and becomes the hero.
Yeah.
And he has to stay home. And at that time, a lot of men were like, they wanted to go to the war to do the thing. Yeah, but he had to stay back, and like he never expressed that he wanted to go to war and be a hero, but you could probably feel like it a little bit. Maybe he might have felt a little, and he never got jealous of his brother. It seemed like no. By all respects, most people would be jealous of their brother or resentful because they're doing these things.
And he could have if he hadn't saved his brother's life.
Yes,
but yeah. So he goes to Potter. And is like, hey, look, I'm in trouble. And I mean, Potter's been trying to get him. He offered him a job. George turned him down. Forgot about that. But he goes to Potter and is like, hey, I'm in trouble. I lost. He's like, I lost $8,000. And the Potter was like, you lost the money because he knows it wasn't.
Sorry.
What are we doing?
Okay.
You're illiterate, Blake.
I'm so sorry. I went to go Google occult symbolism and It's a Wonderful Life, the movie. Just because I knew we'd probably get into it. But remember that video I was playing on Facebook before? Okay.
That was still locked and loaded.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he goes to Potter. He says he's desperate. He says he lost some money. And Potter's like, well, I think you should turn yourself in. I've called the police, or I'm going to call the police because you're going to go to jail. He starts threatening him. And he said, you're worth more dead. Because he said, what collateral? I'll help you out. What collateral do you have? He said, I have a life insurance policy with only like $50 on it. And he's like, well, you're worth more dead than you are alive. And that resonates with him. And he's like, okay. So he goes out to go drinking. So Martino's. And then they go, he starts drinking. He's drinking too much. And the guy's like, George, you need to stop drinking. George Bailey. And he's like, there's a guy that's like, George Bailey. George Bailey. And then he just punches him. And it's funny because after he punches him, they go to throw him out. He's like, I want to pay the guy who punched George Bailey's like, I want to pay my bill. And they're like, no, you get out of here. He's like, I want to pay my bill. He wanted to pay his jab after he punched him.
Well, people had a little
teacher's
something called, pride back
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've crushed that out of our humanity.
Yeah.
Straight across the board.
Yeah, we've done it.
Yeah.
Not the Potters of the world.
Yeah.
You know,
He was the husband of the teacher that
Sure,
George
teacher,
was
yeah.
screaming at on the phone.
George kind of deserved
Yeah, he
getting punched in
kinda
the
did.
face. Yeah.
He kind of did.
I think it was a great setup. Great setup. I even call it. Did you? I said out loud, "Oh, that's the teacher's husband."
Yeah.
Like before it happened, which was really
Yeah.
great. And the conceit here, guys, in case you don't know, the guardian angel in heaven is going to come down to stop George from killing himself.
Yeah.
I don't think we said that exactly.
Oh yeah, they
George
do
is about
set
to
it up
fucking
better in the beginning. Yeah, he's
Yes.
about to kill himself. Yeah.
And I know I was just waiting, when is he going to do it? When is he going to do it? And they just dragged
How's
it on
he going to
forever.
do it?
How's he going to?
He's already listing all the things he could possibly do. He's really excited about it. And then instead, he's thinking about jumping into the river. And then Clarence jumps in before him.
Yeah.
And George goes in and saves him.
Yeah.
And then he talks to George and he says, like, what do you want? And he's like, he wishes he was never born at all, right? And Clarence says, all right, well, let's see what happens.
And Clarence is like a country bumpkin from the 1700s.
Yeah.
Yeah. From Georgia.
Yeah. I mean,
He was reading Mark Twain.
Yeah, I pulled up some stuff here on the occult symbolism and in Wonderful Life, and there's some stuff we can talk about after this is over.
Next episode. All right.
Next episode, yeah.
So,
No.
this is gonna be a long one, ladies.
I gotta go, guys.
Yeah. So he sees what it's like without
Him.
George Bailey, like what the world is like without George Bailey, and it's awful. Pottersville is awful.
Yeah.
It's there's a lot of, it's like New York in the 70s, where there's just strip bars and clubs and nightclubs and bars
and his wife,
houses.
His wife, oh,
She
I
works
can't
in the
tell
library.
you what happens to Mary. Oh, she never gets married and she works in the library.
Oh no!
He tries to go to all his places to see these people, and they're all like, because he wants to find somebody that remembers him, that knows him, and nobody that he's helped out ever and had relationships with ever knows who he is.
Yeah.
Like his brother died because he didn't
He wasn't there to
save
him
him,
from the ice.
and because he died, he didn't save all those people in World War II. Yeah, it was World War II.
Yes.
He didn't save. So like his life touched so many people's that he was important. And
Yeah.
so he's like, I forgot what happened. He's running around.
Well, he goes back to the bridge. He's being
he does go
chased
back.
by the cop who was his friend in real life. He gets chased back to the bridge, and then
that's when
the cop's like, "Hey, what are you doing out there, George?"
Yeah, and he's
like,
like,
"Oh,
"Bert,
you remember
know
me?"
You know me? He's got Zuzu's pedals.
Zuzu's pedals.
And he goes home. He's just happy that he
So
exists
happy.
again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So happy. He's saying Merry Christmas, Bedford Balls. Merry Christmas.
And
The
the
bank,
thing
the,
is,
the bank examiners are there. He's all like, "Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Oh, Jesus, come here. You're
to
going to
jail."
arrest me. I'm going to jail. It's wonderful."
and the beauty is contrary to what Potter was saying.
Yes.
Potter was saying, you go out to those people who you're building their homes. You go out there with your hand in your hat, and you see what you get to
They're
save
gonna throw
yourself.
you out. They're going to drive you out of this town.
But in the end, it was the whole community, the whole town. Everybody showed up
Yeah.
to put money in because his wife said, "George needs help.
Yeah.
We need help," and
Because
the whole
he was
community
always
came
there for
together.
them.
Exactly. A beautiful movie.
It really is.
One tear. I had one tear down my cheek.
Now, guys, if you'll allow me, there is actually an alternate ending to this movie it's 4 minutes, but having you guys just recently seen the movie for the first time, Blake, I think seeing this alternate ending is going to really resonate with you. And if I could take control,
This has got to be a gag. This has got to be a gag. Let's keep going. I can't wait.
Okay, so I'm going to share my screen.
Okay.
And I'm going to share it with audio. Okay.
Because I have a memory of something that maybe.
Yeah. Yes.
So yeah, it was a gag. But if you want to see this gag, you gotta head over to the Patreon page, and you can see and hear it. It's an SNL skit from back in the day. Sorry, guys.
Bedford Falls. We all know this.
Yep.
It's snowing again.
Beautiful. All that foam snow. This is his brother.
Hee-haw.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is all what we remember up to this point.
This is the real stuff so far. He's in his wheelchair.
Yeah, old man Potter with his blanket in his wheelchair.
That's John Lovitz, right?
Yes, John Lovitz.
He stands up from the wheelchair.
Now he's just pummeling him in the stomach.
Wow.
He just like hit. Now George Bailey has like a dummy.
Yeah.
They're just beating the crap out of him.
Have the kids, or they have the kids hit him? Come on, have the kids hit him.
It's throwing him against the wall. Oh, and now Mary's beating him with a stick.
That's funny.
Phil.
Now they're doing.
Love it.
Now they're singing. Yeah, I feel like that would have been a better ending.
Oh, jeez. Clarence sounded the big.
Now, you know what? And Clarence gets his wings because of the sound of the bell.
Every time a bell rings, Clarence gets his wings.
You know, before I go, I'm just going to read the bullet points. There is a whole site about the Masonic symbolism inside, and I'm pretty sure Dickens was a Mason. So first occult symbol, the horror of non-existence. That's a theme. The interconnectedness of life as a theme. The importance of the individual. The biblical arc of creation, fall, and redemption. The positive difference of Christianity and the Masonic degree charge. So there's literally a line in there that's a Masonic line about every man's life touches, whatever. So there is something there. I'll dig deeper into it.
Yeah.
For the Halloween episode coming.
Yeah, just like you've been investigating the ghosts at the GW headquarters, you're gonna.
It's not
come
Masonic.
back and report.
I mean, it's not Masonic. I mean, it's maybe. I don't know. You got your Scottish Rite Masons, and they're connected to the Rosicrucians. But the bottom line is this: there is something up at GW headquarters.
Yeah. And it might have some connections to Masonism.
I don't know. We'll see.
You have to dig deeper, dude.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It was a wonderful Christmas.
It was a wonderful Christmas. So, in the end, I think he finds his book because he's not sure if what happened was a dream, with Clarence.
He finds the Mark
But he
Twain
finds his book because he was reading Mark Twain. And in it, he writes, "No man is a failure who has friends."
Yeah.
So I think it's an important message for everybody.
I need to get some friends.
Well, I mean, look, dude, you got friends, you're not a failure. So think about that.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
And a Happy New Year.
Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Kwanzaa and Festivus.
Thank you
For the
guys.
rest of us.
Thank you thank you guys. Thank you, Blake. Thank you, Travis, for being my friends. I am not a failure.
And thank you to all the listeners. Because any podcast that has a listener isn't a failure.
Isn't a failure. Amen. In the immortal words
of Moose Jaw
Jackson.
Life is always sweeter after the covers.
Great job. How do I stop this?